Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajigs Racing Channel. We are here again, ladies and gentlemen, with the Ultimate Racing League's Wednesday night fun with the Lancia Delta Integrale series. It has been absolutely sublime so far, seeing these old legendary rally cars out there in all conditions, racing hard. Last round we were at Catalunya at the rally cross track, and my word, that was some crazy fun. But now it's time to get serious. We're moving on to round 4, and we're at Suzuka, ladies and gentlemen. Suzuka East, and we're going to see the Lancias do their thing. Now, I've got some breaking news. This round, it seems there is no Wayne G, no Mad Double G. Now, rumours are he took to the streets of Japan and tried to have a little taste of the local cuisine, a little street food. And since, apparently, he has been praying to the porcelain god. That is the rumour. That is why he's not here. And also no silly shots. I've not heard no rumour on that one, so I'm going to let you guys formulate that one yourselves. But there's plenty of other guys that have survived the food, the travel, and everything else to make it to the grid, ladies and gents, and we will be looking at them very soon. Candu in the chat saying, cheers thingy from Candu on the other side of the pond. That's all right, man. My pleasure. I'm guessing he's thanking me early stream of his race. It did great stuff, man. It was a good race. Right then, before we look at the grid then, we'll have a look at the championship and the Mad Dog. I mean, he can take a week off, I think. Judging by the championship, he's the championship leader, and my word, he is flexing. So, yes, Wayne the Mad Double G at the top of the table with 137 points. He's racked up 5 wins so far this season, ladies and gentlemen. That is impressive out of, I think, 6 races or something like that. Nigel is in second on 103 points. With 1 win under his belt. Hodgie is third on 94 points. Barely anything in it. Less than 10 points. And they can pick up a shed load of points each round, ladies and gents. So Hodgie still looking for that first win in this series. Third in the championship, consistently in the top, scoring points. Fourth is Slowpoke on 91 points, 3 points adrift of Hodgie. So you can see how tight it really is. And Slowpoke still looking for that first win of the season. C Brownie is 5th on 90 points, 1 point behind Slowpoke, 4 points behind the Hodge Meister, and only 13 points behind second place Nigel. It's tight, ladies and gentlemen, really tight. And Brownie, we saw him win last round out, so he's got that out the way, and I'm sure we're going to see many more as the season progresses. In 6th place, ladies and gentlemen, it's Silly Shot on 87 points, just 3 points adrift, but like I said, also he's not on the grid today, so no one's sure where he has gone. He's got lost in the in the wilderness somewhere. Carlsberg is 7th on 70 points, with Phaser in 8th on 51 points. Firepower in 9th on 50 points. So there's a little gaggle there, all very tight, with Deck on 43 points, but I think Deck has bailed because he doesn't own a Lancia. Hawkeye is 11th on 33 points, with Seb in 12th on 24 points, the Saint in 13th on 15 points, Nath in 14th on 12 points, but I think the Saint has bailed, and I don't have a recollection of who Seb is, I'm afraid. Right then, that's the table. It's round 4, 2 races, ladies and gentlemen, a sprint race of 15 minutes, and I think we go on to a 30-minute race where they have to use 2 compounds of tyre, unless it's wet. It's Suzuka. It looks quite grey, so we'll see. What we'll do now, though, is look at our fabulous grid. These cars are really, they brighten up the day, ladies and gentlemen, when you see one of these. And it's Hodgie, ladies and gents. Hodgie, the master of the East. He's Mr. Miyagi, that bad boy, around Suzuka East, and he has absolutely slammed it on pole position. Hodgie, setting himself up, ladies and gents, for maybe his first win this season, a taste of the top step. And there's no one here to stop him, or is there? Niggle, second on our grid, ladies and gentlemen, in now the very recognisable Camel. I can pick Niggle out, at least. I know his livery the most. I can see him. All the other cars are a sort of a different kind of white. I mean, in all fairness, Hodgie is black, green, and silver. So, but the other cars, they're all sort of whitish. So it's a struggle when they're all in the pack together. I'll have to all start telling them they need certain colours to put on their banner so I can tell which one's which. But yes, the Camel livery stands out, ladies and gentlemen. And Niggle, second in the championship, remember? Second in the championship. He's going to be wanting to pick up hella points. Hella big points while Wayne is in the toilet. Right, in third place then. Oh, I'm looking at the table. Brownie, a winner from last time out. He's got that feeling now. He's got the itch, and he's in the top three, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like Brownie has released the potential of what the Lancia Delta in Tregale can do. And yes, a great qualifying there from last round's winner. In fourth place, ladies and gents, we've got Firepower, ladies and gentlemen. He is mid-table, fighting with Phaser, 1 point behind. And this, a fourth on the grid, setting him up for a good race, ladies and gentlemen. There could be a podium finish in Firepower here. And I believe, didn't he have a good qualifying in another round as well? So Firepower, he can get the speed out of the car. So one to watch in the race, I would say. Exciting stuff there from Firepower. In fifth place then, ladies and gentlemen, Slowpoke. He's been knocking on the door of a win. Qualifying doesn't look like it's gone to the plan like he wanted it to. I'm sure he was hoping to be at least on the front row here without the Mad Dog. But Slowpoke finding himself down into the mid-pack. A dangerous place it can be. A dangerous place. A lot of cars are going to be doing very unpredictable things ahead of him. So Slowpoke, he's going to have his eyes on the stalks coming down to that first corner. And what a first corner is, well, if it's the same first corner at Suzuka East, I'm not sure. Right then, sixth place is Phaser. Phaser, we've seen him doing laps of amazing grace and tranquility and getting great lap times. But it's the inconsistency he's finding with the Lancia. I think he gets to the corner and it's a different feeling every time. He likes a nice steady car underneath him. He likes to know what it's going to do and when it's going to do it. And at the moment, he's in aggressive negotiations with the Lancia Delta because it's an unpredictable beast. So, yes, Phaser having moments. They're having moments together. The package looks absolutely fabulous. The package looks like it could be a danger, but then there's moments of absolute tragedy. And as it says on the back, wake up, my driving scares me too. and that's it. I think he pushes it. I think he likes to push. And I don't think the Lancia is a kind of pushing kind of car. It drives you, you don't drive it, if you know what I'm saying. Right then, Carlsberg in seventh. Carlsberg, oh my word, Carlsberg was absolutely flying high last round. And although seventh on the grid, can he get into his rhythm here at Suzuka East and do some damage up at the front and take some points away from this round? In eighth, we've got Sai. Hey, Thing Magic's Racing Channel with the very good Sai. Thank you very much, Sai. I think I remember Sai. I followed him in hopefully the academy, if I'm right. But yeah, very good. The ostrich. The ostriches. I haven't seen it for a while actually. I thought I thought it was like a curse, and I cursed it off by putting it as a profile picture in my YouTube. I thought that was the way. I thought I can't fight the ostrich. It follows me around. So I'll just live the ostrich life. I will embrace the ostrich. I'll take it on. I'll adopt it as my own. And it seems to have, faded a little bit. But now the ostrich is back in my life again, and everything is right. That's Sai then, ladies and gentlemen. He's qualified in 8th place. And then in 9th, we have Hawkeye, ladies and gents. And that car looks beautiful. Is that the car? Yeah, man. I mean, when I said, oh, they're all variants of white, and it sounds like a complaint, I mean, it's hard to call it. That's all. That's my problem, not your guys' problems, because these cars are absolutely dead sexy. There's not, I couldn't say there isn't one. I mean, last season in the URL Sunday League, the Haribo car was a little bit, but this grid is absolutely full star. Best liveries I've seen so far, hands down. Cracking stuff. Right then, enough jibber jatter, bad jabber, or whatever it is. Let's get on with some racing. 15-minute race first, ladies and gentlemen, and then we move on to the meat. This is the little appetizer, and then we move on to the meat of the 30-minute race where 2 compounds have to be used. I think it's the softs only in this race, softs and hards in the next race. But weather permitting, because as soon as we see damp schnizzle, then we are going rogue on the tyre rules. Right then, let's chat. Less conversation, a little bit more action. Let's go. Hodgie off to the best start possible there. My word. He was waiting for that. Brownie jumps up into second as well. Niggle a little slack off the start, and Firepower getting up there to give it some big welly. But Niggle reassesses the situation. He's got himself back into third at least, but Brownie coming away there, winner chicken dinner. And Niggle now in third with Firepower holding fourth. Carlsberg making mega jumps there ahead of Slowpoke and Phaser, I believe. So Carlsberg absolutely lightning fast off of the line there. And now he is a thorn in Slowpoke's side, but Slowpoke looking like he got something a little bit wrong there, had to back out of it, and now Phaser's closed right into him. Side there in 8th place, learning the Delta. Learning the way of the Delta, although he's very close to Phaser. It looks like Phaser's fallen off the back of Slowpoke there, and Hawkeye as well. Looks like he's off to a rough start, but Hodgie off to a absolutely fiery start, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing stuff from the Hodge Meister. Now, big questions are going to be asked here. I've seen some different cars race this short track, and one thing I can say is I have noticed it is an absolute tyre murderer. So I don't know if tyre wear is on. I believe it is. It's these Deltas, they slide around a lot, and I don't think that is good for the tyre. So we'll keep an eye on what goes on with the tyres. And now Slowpoke going on the attack with Carlsberg. They're side by side through the apex. Amazing stuff. And Carlsberg has got the inside, but Slowpoke has got it sorted up and through the next corner. And Slowpoke reclaims fifth, but someone's made a mistake. Someone has made a huge mistake. It's the Brownie. It's the Brownmeister. Oh, and he's got a 1.5 second penalty for his misery, and it's nothing. Oh, he just ran out a little bit of road there, and 1.5 seconds it looks like just for cutting. I mean, not even cutting, going off wide. That is painful. That is painful. I've heard a lot of moaning about the penalty system, and that does seem ridiculous. He didn't gain anything. It must be a slower lap, and that one I do question it. Niggle then up to second with Firepower in a podium position. Slowpoke up to fourth with Carlsberg in fifth. Phaser moving past the Brownie, and Brown streak now in seventh. He will be furious. That is a ridiculous penalty, I must say. I've got to say, he went wide. I mean, he didn't go on the inside of the corner, it was the outside of the corner. And he gained nothing from it. So, they've really got to have a little monitor of themselves. And Phaser really closing in now on Carlsberg. Carlsberg losing a bit of time there since Slowpoke getting through. In the chat, Roy Quinn saying, hey Thingy, Kilroy here. I hope you're doing well, bud. I am, man. I watched your race earlier. It was great. Wayne, he's getting better now. He's saying evening Thingy. And TSR Sai saying good evening, love and peace, brother. Peace and love, brother. So Phaser then, he's got it past him. Sorry. No, Carlsberg's there. Hang on. Oh, Carlsberg's having a nightmare at the moment, trying to keep his car under control. And yes, look, I'm seeing already lap 4, 3 minutes into the race, and the red the front left tyre is looking quite red on some of these guys. Will it last? That's a big question there. Hodgie not messing around, not waiting around, and not giving Nigel any kind of opportunity to go on the attack. He is trying to build up as big a space as possible. He wants this in the bag early doors so he can take it relatively easy. Maybe he knows, maybe he has a feeling that front left tyre is going to take a good pounding today. So he's trying to be a bit more, get the job done early doors and then take it relatively easy later. And Nigel at the moment 54.1 last time around, and Nigel really is committing to that first corner. Beautiful stuff. Well done, Nigel. I am on board. Superb. Firepower being caught by Slowpoke now. Slowpoke on the move. Slowpoke has got an urgency about him, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, with the Mad Dog down, and not out, but just down, it's anyone's game today. Sorry, I was thinking of the Mad Dog, and I want to pay my respects. Roscoe, I've heard, passed away, and you know. It's always sad. He was a legend in the F1 paddock, I believe, from the photos and the videos I've seen over the years. And it's you know, I know it's only a dog, but still, respect where respect is paid. He was a lovely dog. And so that was it. Slowpoke, sorry, whilst I was paying homage to Lewis Hamilton's dog, Slowpoke got the move done on Firepower. Sorry, Slowpoke. Nigel then in second, still chasing down the Hodge Meister. 54.6 from Hodgie last time around. Nigel 54.4, 2/10 faster. It's the small amount. My old nan used to say to me, save the pennies and the pounds look after themselves, and that's what Nigel's doing right now, saving those tenths and letting the seconds look after themselves. Slowpoke in third. Sai in the chat saying, it's me, URL Calamari. How's your cat? Hey? My little putty cats, they're both fine. I'm sure they are. I don't know. Well, have you got one? Have you got one for ransom? Have I got to go and look for one? Calamari? I don't know Calamari. Has that been are you sure that's not changed? URL Calamari. What are you racing? URL, but I don't know. Hodgie then leads with the Nigel in second. I thought you were the Sai from this race right now. Sai's got a penalty at the moment. He's up to 6th with Brownie all up and in his business. Carlsberg in 8th place. And Carlsberg from absolutely smashing starts, it's gone a little bit downhill, but that's going to help with Sai getting a bit of a penalty. Sai's gone a little wide. Carlsberg's going in for the attack. Brownie, now he's paid that humongous penalty. BDSMSI. I'm great with initials. Wayne says, do they want out lol? Oh yeah, he is. I thought he was. So Brownie then trying to recover. Sai getting himself into a bit of bother, giving Carlsberg the position. But Sai though keeping close eye on him with Brownie trying to recover, clutching up with Phaser, and Phaser with a penalty. That's going to hurt. Slowpoke, is he closing in on our man Nigel? 54.4 from Slowpoke. Nigel at 54.7, not good. Tyre wear on Nigel is looking painful. Hodgie, okay, he's managing his tyres nicely. This is looking comfortable for Hodgie at the moment. Superb stuff. But that tyre wear, I did say, I'm so chuffed when I get things right. It's only because I saw the minis. We did the minis here, and they absolutely destroyed their tyres. I don't know why, but Suzuka East is an absolute murderer of tyres. He's not a fan of the rubber. And Nigel there, we see, he is absolutely, and we saw that big slide he had in the first corner a few laps ago, so he's not looking after him in any kind of way. And there you see the grip is now starting to go away from him. He went very wide in that corner, and Slowpoke with a little bit more meat on his tyres, but not enough to get to the end. We're only halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. These tyres are going to be absolutely woeful by the end, I tell you. Firepower halfway through his tyre as well. It's not looking good for some of these guys. Brownie might be okay. He's had a bit of a fall, but I'm telling you, he's looking after his tyre. He's on a par with Slowpoke with tyre wear, and with Firepower and Niggle ahead of him, chewing through their front left tyre. I think Brownie, he might come good in this one. There might still be a podium for him yet if he just digs deep. Phaser as well. Oh, Phaser's eating his tyres. That's a worry and a concern for him. Carlsberg also beating his tyres to the within inches of their life, but Sai, he's a tyre whisperer. He's calm. He's deliberate in his cornering. So he's heavy on the brakes. Hey, I like it. But Sai's tyres at the moment staying in there, staying good. Hawkeye as well. He's helping his tyres along to their demise quite speedily, but not as bad as some of the others we've seen. Hodgie at the moment out there, and Niggle now, it's a struggle for him. He really is going to be getting very light on grip, and Slowpoke is closing in for the kill. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got the knives out. There is no saving Niggle now. Niggle is already marked. He's already been marked for crucifixion, ladies and gents, and Slowpoke thinking, not yet, I'm going to get a toe first so I can get fastest lap. I'm going to show you how much grip I've got down into this first corner. They're still together, they're side by side. I'll have to go back, won't I? I mean, he's got the move done now, but they were side by side. We were sat in the car, but if they're going side by side through the first corner of Suzuka, it's something to be seen, ladies and gentlemen, from the exterior view. Slowpoke then, beautiful stuff, showing off the grip to Niggle. And Niggle, there was nothing. He just had to hold on around the outside there and hope for high heaven that Slowpoke got onto the accelerator a little fast, maybe got a squirrel on, and lost time coming out the corner, but no such luck for Niggle. And now Slowpoke 54.6, Hodgie 54.3. It's a mountain to climb, and he's only got just over 5 minutes to climb it, ladies and gentlemen. Has Slowpoke got it in him? The tyres aren't as good as Hodgie's. But Slowpoke, he has, we have seen in the past that he'll drive a tyre all the way to the rim if need be. Niggle struggling with that tyre. He may have to stop. He may have to stop because he's going to lose 3-4 seconds a lap otherwise. Firepower as well. He's got some meat left, but Brownie coming in strong, and we said Brownie still could have a chance. There's a small chance that he could still get a podium. His tyres are starting to hurt also, but not as bad. Well, on a par with Firepower. So him and Firepower similar. Slowpoke, he's getting through his. Hodgie's looking after him the best in the top 5 so far. Phaser, he's nearly killed his, and that is helping Sai. Look at Sai come along here. 54.8 last time around from him, by Phaser struggling with 56s. Carlsberg also in the 56s with that tyre woe, and maybe Hawkeye doing 55s. He's some way behind though, but there is, if they pit, I mean, they're going to have juicy tyres. They'll probably catch up with him very quickly. But I wouldn't put it past. I mean, I would be tempted. Phaser has. That's where my mind would be. 5 more minutes of racing, I'd swap tyres and hope that some other people are struggling with tyres like I am. So Hodgie out in the lead. Slowpoke as well. Niggle's decided to carry on. He's still ahead of Firepower. Firepower's tyres struggling as well. 55.1 from Firepower. Niggle at 55.7. So Firepower is closing in on Niggle. Niggle would know that information, but I suppose he's not seeing Slowpoke run away from him. So feeling that he could still stay in there, and maybe we have seen him before, and thinking that the pit stop may come in to play and they could catch up again, but they never do. So we'll see. He's only got 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, but Phaser on a fresh set of tyres should be at least 2-3 seconds faster than the rest of the field. But is it too much too late? We'll see. So Phaser making that stop then. He's got a lot of ground to make up. He's just got by Hawkeye. At least that's one position. Hodgie out there in the lead. No threats. Slowpoke pulling away from Niggle quite a lot. Niggle looks like he's had a real nightmare in that one. Firepower being caught by Brownie. Brownie catching them both, but the tyres, it's a ticking time bomb. The tyres, I'm sorry, I'm going on about it a lot, but it really is. It really is a big deal coming this last few minutes of this race. What are they going to do? The leaders all struggling. Firepower, Niggle, look at him. Niggle's already down into third. Firepower in fourth. And the Brownie, who we saw getting that huge penalty after a small mistake, is in the fight, but they've all got no tyre. Niggle has absolutely got no tyre. And they do have a rule here where they're not allowed to run around. Oh, he didn't need that. He got in. But they've got a rule where they're not allowed to run around on a dead tyre. So Brownie and Slowpoke's okay. Hodgie's okay. They may get it to the end. Brownie as well, just getting to the end, and he's up into a podium. He got himself past Firepower in amongst all of that, ladies and gents. And I said, if he believes in himself, he could get this one back. Carlsberg's gone in as well. This is going to be good for Fazer. Fazer, this is a light relief for Fazer. That might put him back where he was. He might have lost a position to Sai, possibly. And I don't know. It doesn't look like they're going to catch up with a minute and a half of racing. Niggle out ahead of Fazer. Niggle managing to claim something out of this. Fazer then nearly getting second place, remember, Niggle was. So if they all had to pit, if the gamble would have really paid off for Fazer, he would have been at the sharp end there, fighting it out. Hawkeye gets himself ahead of Carlsberg. Carlsberg quite a way behind Hawkeye. It might be a struggle for him to catch up. And nearly a lap behind Hodgie. Look at Hodgie go, ladies and gentlemen. There was no doubt about this one, was there? There was never going to be any doubt about who was going to win this race. Hodgie has had his towel on the top step from the off, ladies and gents. He has booked it up into the last minute of racing, and the Hodgemeister, still with a bit of grip on that front left tyre, is gloriously throwing his Lancia Delta around Suzuka East. Slowpoke coming through the field, not having a great qualifying session, and coming through up into second and making the tyre last. We saw Slowpoke the last time the tyres took a real hit. He had to pit and lost a lot of positions. Brown again, he must have made that same mistake with 1.5 second penalty. He's going to lose the podium to Firepower. Firepower up and into third place, and Brown having to pay a huge penalty again, and Sai goes up into fourth place. This is a great debutant for Sai. He is the Antonelli of the URL. Niggle coming around. It looks like he's going to finish the race on this lap, I would believe. Yeah, Niggle's crossed, and so has Fazer. 6th, 7th, Hawkeye, and Niggle not scoring the points he wanted to do whilst the Mad Dog's not here. Carlsberg, that's going to close that up. That little fight in second place is closing right up. There's Hodgie, gets the win. Fantastic stuff. Slowpoke bringing it around, and he's nursed that tyre, ladies and gentlemen. He has nursed that tyre on that final lap. Great stuff from Slowpoke. Second place, clever driving. And Firepower, ladies and gentlemen, his tyre's gone, but he hasn't done a lap on it, so he's broken no rules, and he grabs a fine podium there. And Sai on his first race, 4th place in the Lancia Deltas. And Brownie, just the judges didn't like him today, did they? The stewards, the penalty gods really lashed out on Brownie. They were playing up. So Hodgie there taking the win, ladies and gentlemen, adding a 4th winner to this championship. Amazing stuff there. These Lancia Deltas, they're fantastic racing cars, ladies and gents, and they really do pop on track when we do these streams. Slowpoke, great driving. Started 5th, ladies and gentlemen, got it up to 2nd, and then had a lot of woes trying to stay there. Firepower in 3rd. I don't know if it's his first podium in the Deltas. I think it might be. And take a boo, my son. What a great drive. Great drive there. Looked after his tyres when he needed to look after his tyres, and got the job done when it needed to be done. Superb stuff for Firepower. Sai kept it on the low-fi, kept it low-key for the early part of the race, and then as people's tyres were starting to die away, he'd looked after his, lovely, and then he just pumped the laps in. Pumped those laps in. 54s, look, lap 11, lap 12, lap 13, 54s. 55, when everyone else was dropping down into the 56s, he dropped up to the 54s, and he earned himself 4th place in that race, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely great, clever driving from Sai. Brownie, it's all about the penalties. for the Brownie, the tyre wear and the penalties. But Brownie, it was looking good earlier, but near the end there, he really sort of got hampered with tyre wear and then got hit with a stream of penalties. Nigel making that pit stop, finishing in 6th. Now, everyone he's fighting, who's behind him, has finished. Hodgie may be second in the championship by now, I think. With he wasn't that far behind, was he? What did I say? Nigel was in second with 103, and Hodgie's 94 behind. So not 94 behind, he's on 94, so it's 9 points. And I think Hodgie has gained that 9 points now. So Nigel may have lost second place in the championship, and Slowpoke's not too far behind either, is he? So I don't even want to do the maths. I'm sure Nigel doesn't want me to either. So he's probably done the math himself right there when he crossed the line. Fazer in 7th, took the choice to make that pit stop. I think it was the right choice. He got him back ahead of Carlsberg and Hawkeye. Well, I mean, he might have gained from Brownie, but his tyres were gone. What could he do? So Fazer taking the choice to get the pit stop done, and he brings it home in 7th. Still good points, but I'm sure he would have wanted more out of that one. But Hodgie, I don't think he would have got any more, because I don't think Hodgie was touchable today. Even if Mad Dog was here, I don't think he would have touched Hodgie. Yeah, prove me wrong, Mad Dog. Prove me wrong. Hodgie would have beat you today, here or not. Okay, second race. Let's get on. I'm just sat here like, you know, daydreaming nearly. Right then, let's find it. Where are we? It's all the way down here, because I am so far behind. But you don't want to hear it every time I go in there. Right then. So yeah, to me the picture looked a little damp, ladies and gents. So I think we're going to have squirrely cars for the next 30 minutes. Brace yourselves. This is going to be absolutely banging. It's going to be, oh, I can hear it. Don't look at the cheats. Don't look at the results. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, ladies and gents. It's not just raining. It's chucking it down. So, there's a reverse grid for this next 30 minutes. It's full wets for some of these guys. Yes, full wets. Oh, my. We are in for a treat. Carlsberg on the front row then, after finishing last in the first race. With Hawkeye, I tell you what, thank goodness. It's a blessing that it's wet because of the tyre wear. So I bet at least the wets will probably last for a while. Hawkeye on second, with Fazer starting in third. Now, Fazer could be a danger here. Could be a danger. Hawkeye and Carlsberg, absolutely tidy as well. But Fazer, you know, he's got an edge on them pair, I must say. I think Fazer might be the worry. Nigel quite close to the front as well in 4th, with Brownie in 5th. Sai in 6th. We've seen Sai is a clever racer, so he might have something up his sleeve. Firepower in 7th, on a high from his podium. He might be driving on another level. Slowpoke in 8th, and Hodgie now in 9th place. This is going to be special, so don't go anywhere. You haven't got time for it. I'm just about to say go. In the chat then, Sai saying brilliant stuff, bud. No, brilliant stuff to you. That was a great drive. And Carlsberg saying no. I think Wayne is Carlsberg. Or is it Wayne G? Because there's two, but I think Wayne is Wayne when he turns up in the chat, and Wayne is just Carlsberg. I'm getting there, you know. It's a lot of names. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, Carlsberg. Here we go then. Absolutely smashing start from everyone I saw there. I didn't see a drop. Nigel again, maybe. Oh, Nigel's gone to Inters. Maybe I should have looked at their tyres. Interesting. So Carlsberg on the wet tyres ahead of Hawkeye, also going for those wet tyres. Fazer's on the wet tyres. Brownie's on Inters. So Brownie thinking that it's going to dry out somewhat. Nigel hoping also that it's going to dry out somewhat. Sai has gone Inters. Then we've got Firepower on intermediates. Slowpoke and Hodgie's gone full wet. So we really do have a mixed bag out there. They've all got a different call on what's going. And at the moment, Carlsberg absolutely cracking on. Yeah, Wayne is saying Carlsberg. I knew. They'd say that. I knew you were Carlsberg. and not the Mad Dog, because I think the Mad Dog's like Waney or too fast or something like that. So Carlsberg out there at the moment. Full wets he's opted for, but if it does start drying up, they are going to be in a little bit of hot water. So we'll see. We'll hope the rain continues for the wet runners. They're out there at the front, and Carlsberg at the moment, superb job. Hawkeye chasing him down. Then Phaser in third with Brownie. Brownie on those inters. He's got himself past Niggle. Niggle on his inters as well. Sai there in sixth, ahead of Firepower. Slowpoke in eighth, and Hodgie, he's not getting the most out of those wet tyres, because it does look like that monitor next to the little picture of the car in the dashboard, the levels going down. It is drying up a bit, I think. Not where Carlsberg is though. That's it's still wet tyre territory. So maybe it's different rain on the track. It looks like it's wetter in some parts of the track than others. Hawkeye keeping ahead of Phaser. Oh, look at that. That is tricky situations, ladies and gentlemen. They're driving in a tough situation. Phaser at the moment, he's on full wets. He's being chased by Brownie on the inters. Sai saying, I don't want, I'm not going to read it out because it might be a spoiler. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. So Phaser at the moment, just sitting behind, but he's got a good handle on his car. It's not getting drier, is it? So the wet runners absolutely called it right. And Carlsberg, I take it back. I said Phaser was going to be a danger, but Hawkeye and Carlsberg both managing him extremely well. Phaser having a look up the inside of Hawkeye. He's not doing. Hawkeye's heavy on the brake. He's heavy on the brake. That's kind of put... I think Carlsberg, Hawkeye was right to be heavy on the brake. That was a tight corner, and yeah, it nearly caught Phaser out. And Brownie on those inters, has he found a way past? Oh no, because Phaser's gone ultra defensive and on the attack of Hawkeye again. He's going to try and late break it down into the first corner. Hawkeye, try not to react too much. He can only get away with a late break as far, and again, Hawkeye under pressure, not losing his cool, but it looks now that Phaser's found a way past, and oh no, Hawkeye, I don't know what happened. It looked like Hawkeye got into the corner well, but maybe over braked it, and Phaser somehow mid-corner got through, and Hawkeye recovering, and now ahead of the Brownie. But absolutely superb driving from Hawkeye under immense pressure from the Belgium driver. Now the Belgium driver is trying to catch up Carlsberg, who is the fastest man on the track at the moment. Brownie, Niggle in their little battle there, now closed up on Hawkeye, and the pressure just does not cease. Poor old Hawkeye, he's had all that, and now he's got Brownie and Niggle all up and in his chuff. Sai at the moment just sitting back, checking it out, seeing what's going to happen. He's playing the end game, ladies and gentlemen. He's racing in 20 minutes in his head. 20 minutes time. He's thinking of the last 5 minutes of the race, and he's sitting comfortably on those intermediates, probably hoping it's going to dry up a bit, because Carlsberg is running away with it. He is gaining. What are the lap times? Sai did a 1:02 last time around. Carlsberg with a 1:01, and I think that's because it got a little wetter that lap. But yeah, Carlsberg definitely with an edge on the wet tyres. Phaser on the wet tyres as well, getting through. Hawkeye on his wet tyres, but the Brownie has closed in on him. But Hawkeye, we've seen under pressure, drives pretty good. He's pretty sturdy. Niggle slipping back from the Brownie a little bit there. And Sai still waiting for his moment. Slowpoke in 7th, creeping up behind him. 1:01.9 for Sai, for Slowpoke last time around. Sai a 1:03. What is he saving, ladies and gents? I don't think fuel's going to be a problem in this race. So maybe Sai just drove a little too cautionary, just a little too careful that last time around. in again, but Hodgie, the winner of last race, they've got themselves past Firepower. He's on the Inters. Remember, Hodgie on those wet tyres, he's got a bit of an edge on the guys around him. I mean, the line is virtually there. It's either, I think Inters and wets do work, but I think the wets are a little bit faster at the moment than the Inters. Carlsberg proving that out there in the lead, pulling out a gap. Phaser though, Phaser at a 1:09 last time around against Carlsberg's 1:01.7. So Phaser a second, nearly a second faster last time around. So Carlsberg, he'll be getting that delta coming through to his screen. He'll be seeing that Phaser is closing in, and he'll be nervous about that. He'll be very nervous. Another 1:01.7. What did Phaser do? Another 1:08. So Phaser again closing in more. Hawkeye holding station in third place, and Nigel getting through. Looks like Brownie made a small mistake. Brownie making a small mistake there, similar to what I think we saw Hawkeye when Hawkeye lost the second place. So there's something in that first corner is catching them out. I think it's a little wetter when they get to the middle of the corner than they expect. Sai will see that, but Sai is being caught by Slowpoke. Slowpoke on a push, 1:02.1 last time around from Slowpoke, but he is capable of a mid 1:01 easily. And Hodgie as well closing in. Oh, look at the water gushing up in the apexes of the corners. Firepower keeping a steady eye from the rear. Carlsberg still driving absolutely splendid. He's getting the lap time down, a 1:01.3. Phaser a 1:01.2. It's balancing out. It's balancing out now. Carlsberg though, a lot of pressure, pushing the car faster than he probably would like to do in these conditions. Phaser, he's doing this on purpose, trying to put him into a mistake zone, and Phaser again going a little wide there, kicking up a bit of water. And Carlsberg, yes, it's a lot of pressure in conditions you don't want to be edging your bets in braking zones or coming out of corners. So Carlsberg trying to maintain a little decorum in the car, but still being very aware of the Belgium coming in very hot behind him. Hawkeye, brilliant job at the moment, but Nigel and Brownie in their own battle, and Nigel loses it. Well, he's got past Brownie, and Hawkeye has a little space to play with. Hawkeye a 1:01.6 last time around, and Nigel a 1:01.4. So Hawkeye doing an absolutely splendid job, and it really is the great equaliser, isn't it? The rain. And, you know, I doubted Carlsberg and Hawkeye, and I am ashamed of myself, ladies and gentlemen, because they have driven above and beyond any kind of respect that I should have given. It is that middle of that corner, both of them. You saw Hawkeye and Nigel both struggling in that first corner. Brownie in fifth place at the moment, seeing what is going on ahead of him with the Camel, Lancia and Hawkeyes. As Carlsberg still leads from Phaser, and Hawkeye in third. We can see Hawkeye there under pressure from Nigel as Nigel works on that podium position, and on board we are with Brownie in fifth, with Sai just feeling us out behind. He's running a race, although he has gapped it up a bit. I think we saw him do a 1:03, and he's dropped behind somewhat. It looks like Nigel's making his move now, ladies and gentlemen, up the inside of Hawkeye. Nigel trying to get himself on that podium. He knows this is a race he needs to score good points at, and he gets the work done. He gets the job done, ladies and gentlemen. Superb stuff against Hawkeye, and Brownie finding himself right in the mix straight away. And Hawkeye being a little bit more... Is it the weather? I don't know. It is just a borderline, and the intermediates may be coming into their own now. Carlsberg's picked up a penalty. It's not what he needs. He's a 1:02.3 as well last time around. Phaser with a 1:02.2. Has the weather moved towards the Inters here? It looks like it has. It looks like the Inters seem to be the tyre at the moment to be on, and this is where Hawkeye is struggling. Yes, it is definitely all the wet runners. How's Hodgie doing? Hodgie's done a superb job. He's jumped ahead of everyone and taken the fastest lap. So Hodgie proving me wrong about the wet tyres at the moment. 10 minutes into the race, 1/3 done. And Sai losing position. He's on the inters as well. And Slowpoke slipping back as well. Firepower in that ninth. Phaser's in the lead, but he's picked up a penalty. We're going to have to go back. We've seen a lead change and Phaser pick up a penalty. So Carlsberg already had a penalty. Phaser comes in nice and tight. And here comes Carlsberg. Pays his penalty. Oh, Phaser through that final corner for some reason. Don't know what he'd done there, but Phaser goes through to the lead with Carlsberg getting that penalty. And Niggle on those intermediate tyres, and the intermediate tyres have turned the tide. The tables have turned, or the turntables have turned. But the Inters do seem to be a choice tyre at the moment, unless you're Hodgie and you're smashing it on a set of wets. Phaser trying to build up enough buffer for his penalty. And Carlsberg looking for a bit of wet weather out there, it seems. Niggle then on those intermediates. On the ascension now, Hawkeye still in fourth, keeping Brownie honest. Brownie throwing everything he's got at him. Brownie having a look. But nothing's doing for Brownie at the moment. Oh, and we've got in movement up here, sorry, Niggle on Phaser. Oh, Phaser paying his penalty, so Carlsberg goes back into the lead, and Niggle is attacking the lead. He's attacking Carlsberg at the moment. Carlsberg compromised into the first corner, and Niggle just slung it. Niggle just sent it, full confidence. Niggle had in the car there. He didn't even hesitate, didn't even flinch, didn't blink. Niggle, unbelievable stuff, and Niggle looking to get his second win of the season. And like I said, he lost second place in that first race, so he's making up ground, ladies and gents. Carlsberg then losing that second place, something to do with the wet tyres, I think. It didn't help him. Hawkeye's up to third. Phaser with that penalty, slipping down into a fight with the Brownie. Again, the wet tyres, but Phaser's doing good lap times. Carlsberg seems to have lost a bit of an edge with the wet tyre. He liked it wetter than what it is. And I don't know if it's going to dry up fully. The windscreen wipers aren't flapping anymore, ladies and gentlemen. The windscreen wipers have stopped, so I am assuming no more rain, and those guys are going to just want to stay out until it dries up totally. And I tell you what, it's getting there. It's middle of that thing at the moment, but it does seem to be drying rather quickly, unless there's any more rain coming. And what have we got down here? Look at it. Oh, it's tight, ladies and gentlemen, in this from fourth with Phaser after that penalty. He's trying to get a move done on Hawkeye there. Then we have Hodgie on those wet tyres, and he's got a 59 out of them, but it's looking like now that Sai is getting regular 59s on the Inters. Slowpoke as well into the 58s on his Inters. Firepower into the 58s. Hodgie's in trouble there in the middle of the pack. Phaser as well on those wet tyres, fighting with Hawkeye also on the wet tyres. Brownie snuck through up and into third on the Inters, and he's found Carlsberg on the wet tyres, and now the wet tyres are starting to get chewed up. They're starting to get chewed up in this wet weather, and oh my lord, the wet tyre runners are going to be hoping that it dries up absolutely, so they can go in and put some. They can't go in and put Inters on if it's drying, can they? And that's Brownie getting the move done in the first corner. Niggle's disappearing into the distance, getting fastest lap after fastest lap. This race is absolutely dramatic, ladies and gentlemen. Carlsberg in third, Phaser in fourth, and then we've got a whole stew of them. Hodgie in fifth, Hawkeye slipping down, but the wet tyres are getting chewed to pieces. Sai in seventh, Slowpoke in eighth, and Firepower in third. From Firepower, this is what it looks like. We are nearly halfway into the race. We're 14 minutes into the race, and almost every contender in the race is just there for the picking for Firepower. I think Firepower easing off. He's on those Inters. He knows what this track does to your tyres. I think he's trying to ease off a bit. Carlsberg's made the decision to go in, and he's only got oh my God. If he puts dry tyres on, that's very brave. Getting out of the pit lane alone, he's going to spin it 4 times. I want to watch him come out of the pit lane, because it's very difficult. I don't think I've ever done it. I always spin them up. Brownie then chasing down, and he's the fastest man on the track with his intermediate tyres at the moment, and these guys are going to be watching very closely to see what Carlsberg puts on if he goes dry tyres. And even if he does go dry tyres, 15 minutes, we saw the softs didn't last. It'll have to be it'll have to be medium tyres or hards. Hards are a brave choice, so mediums are best. Let's have a look. How is he? He's out. He's back out. He's gone inters. He's gone inters, ladies and gentlemen. He's a sensible man. And Carlsberg then back out on a set of intermediate tyres, but it's not raining anymore, and I think in a couple of laps' time, it's going to be dries. It's going to be dries, but there is wet parts. There really is. Sai's gone in as well. Sai has gone in as well. What's he going to choose? Carlsberg out there, and so has Hawkeye. Hawkeye going in with his wet tyres halfway through the race. They're factoring in. Nigel staying out, but his tyres are taking a beating. Brownie, his tyres aren't taking a beating. He's closing in on Nigel. Nigel's going to have to make a decision soon. We're into that area where dry tyres will work, but it's a brave man that chooses it. Hodgie out there, his wet tyres almost shot. Slowpoke, absolutely clandestine tyres, beautiful stuff. Oh no, someone's having an off. Phaser's tyres are shot. Phaser's tyres are absolutely dead, and he's found no grip on the wets. Firepower up into 5th place. This is crazy stuff. Phaser, he's a sitting duck, ladies and gents. And now Nigel, Brownie in with their inters, and they're surely going to put dry tyres on. What will Slowpoke do? Because his inters are absolutely delicious. But he doesn't need them to be out on on dry tyres going faster. He's driving on the wet bit. Beautiful. You can sleep on the wet bit tonight, love. And Firepower doing similar, but Firepower's tyres are gone. These are all in the pits. Phaser's in the pits. Sai, he went hards. Oh, there's no grip, no grip. And I said hards were going to be a tough choice, ladies and gents. And he's come back in. He doesn't want them. It started raining again. It started raining again. Oh my God, Carlsberg. It was a good choice, but everyone's got back out ahead of him, unfortunately. He's got ahead of a couple of people, but Hodgie back out on track. Brownie's got out ahead of Hodgie. Oh, he was ahead of Hodgie, wasn't he? Nigel was ahead of Brownie. So Firepower and Slowpoke who've stayed out. Slowpoke could carry on. His tyres are all right. And there was a trinkle of rain. I'm sure there was a trinkle of rain. Oh, poor old Sai's gone back in. And what's he done? He's put inters on. He's put inters on. What a shame for Sai. He was brave. You've got to say that at least for him. He was brave. And so was Hodgie. Hodgie going for medium tyres as well. And Brownie's gone medium tyres. My word. But is it raining again? I think it's raining again. Nigel's gone for soft tyres. He's off the track. And so is Brownie. This is absolutely bedlam, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my word, Slowpoke staying out. Firepower had to pit because of his tyres. Nigel's continuing on with his racing softs, as is Brownie on the medium tyres. Firepower, Nigel, who pitted? No one. Firepower pitted. He's ahead of him. He's got medium tyres as well. He breaks into the first corner. I think this is where they're finding no grip. Ooh, Firepower finding no grip. Unbelievable. Unbelievable sights, ladies and gentlemen. Carlsberg there up and into 4th place, making the right call when he needed to. But, I mean, he's like the weather forecaster, isn't he? He's the weatherman. Slowpoke, still out on the inters. He's still waiting to see what it's going to do. The windscreen wipers aren't going, but the weather is into tyres. The road conditions are into tyres. Nigel on his racing softs, continuing on in 2nd. Then we've got Carlsberg up into 3rd with Hawkeye in 4th, both on intermediate tyres. Racing Brownie on the mediums, but I don't think Brownie's got any grip at the moment. Phaser has gone inters as well. Can he go and attack Brownie? He's gone onto the wet side. Firepower onto the medium tyre, racing medium tyres, with Hodgie also on those racing mediums. And Sai, no. Sai, he did say earlier he made 4 pit stops. That's number 4. Oh my. So Slowpoke still continuing on. And we're just hitting the 20-minute mark, and Slowpoke, what a race Slowpoke has run here at the moment. Masterful. But Nigel on those soft tyres, and if there is no more rain, which it looks like it was just a flurry after the pit stops, perfect timing for some of these guys. Nigel is going to be very fast. He's going to be, if he can keep it pointing the right way. Carlsberg 59.3 last time around, whilst Nigel creeping around with a 106. He's got to do better than that, hasn't he? He's got to do better than that, or he's going to get absolutely mullered. 58.3 then from Nigel. That's more like it. 58.1 from Carlsberg. Very tight. Hawkeye 57.8. So Hawkeye closing in. We have found Hawkeye's favourite condition, ladies and gentlemen. We have found Hawkeye's moment place. A changeable track at Suzuka, and Hawkeye comes to life. Brownie in 5th place. He's on those medium tyres, but now he's finding the grip, ladies and gents. He's finding the rhythm, and he's finding a little bit of cohesion between tyre and soggy floor. Phaser's on the inters. He wants to get into it with Brownie just to save Hawkeye, but Hawkeye doing a tremendous job, and he's closing in on Carlsberg, because Carlsberg has destroyed another set of tyres. Oh my God. And I think Hawkeye got a bit worried about where Carlsberg was going to be. He had to sort of like give it a little extra tug, and that gave Brownie the run on him, and Brownie up through 4th, and Phaser as well. What a shame for Hawkeye. That just, I think he reacted to where has he gone? He went into the pits, didn't he? Carlsberg. Yeah, I think he reacted to Carlsberg ahead of him. Brownie's through those medium tyres. It looks like we are in dry tyre territory, which is perfect timing for Mr. Slowpoke as he makes his way in. Now, how close is Nigel? I can't even see where Slowpoke is. Oh, they don't show you on the pit lane, but he's on that long straight. So can he get back out? And Nigel still struggling with pace. He's getting a little too cocky. And Brownie through. Up to 2nd. 1.5 second penalty. And Nigel looks like he's just, well, it's wet. It's wet grass with tyres like that. Oh, what a shame for Nigel. It wasn't to be this round, was it? Slowpoke back out. Saved by Nigel going too hard. And Brownie then on those medium tyres. He is the danger to Slowpoke. Slowpoke without a win yet. He would love to secure one. And Brownie, he wants to pay. He wants to get a second one under his belt. And Slowpoke, the only one in that top 4, hasn't got a win yet. Yeah, I think because Nigel, it was Hodgie, wasn't it? Hodgie got that win. So yeah, Slowpoke, the only one in the top 5 of the championship, sorry, without a win. So he really wants this one. He's gone for the medium tyre. Brownie also on those medium tyres, but they're bedded in, they're warmed up, they're ready to go. We've got Phaser on the inters, but he's killing them, and we've got 8 minutes. Get in now, don't even do another lap. Well, he's doing 58s, go on then, do another lap, why not? Hodgie, though Hodgie is 54s, Phaser 57s. It's time to pit, Phaser, I'm afraid, before it's too late. Hawkeye as well. Both of you should go in, get dries on. Nigel is Carlsberg's coming into the pits. His inters are dead, and Sai, he looks like, as he parks, he's letting everyone by. It is a short track. It is a pain when they come across you. And Slowpoke then trying to secure that first win, ladies and gentlemen. So close. 7 minutes, I believe, left of racing. And Brownie chasing him down. Brownie looking for his second win of the season. Hodgie, another great result. He's in that action there as well. And poor old Nigel. He's lost a lot of points today when he needed a lot of points. And there goes Phaser. He's taking it in now, and he's going to lose a couple of positions here. Hawkeye as well, as Nigel comes around to make the move. That's Sai ahead of him. I think Sai, unfortunately, has had... no, that's not Sai. Who's that Nigel's come across then? Is that Firepower? That's for position. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. That's Firepower, and this is for position. Between Nigel and Firepower. So Firepower at the moment claiming 4th place, racing medium tyres. Nigel's on the racing softs. We've got 6 more minutes of racing to go, and the track is definitely 4 dry tyres now. Slowpoke on the mediums of 54.6 last time around for him. He's going to cut the line again with another 54.7. Brownie 54.5. He's fast, but he's not gaining hugely on Slowpoke. It looks like Slowpoke, with his looking after those intermediate tyres, has done the job for him. Hodgie Superb job on the wet tyres, then going on to the mediums and sticking with it when others were losing their heads. Even in the flurry of rain, he went really far to the back of the pack, but he never flinched. He didn't go off, and he stuck with the plan, and he's up to third now. Great driving from Hodgie. Firepower as well. Absolutely awesome driving from Firepower from the back of the pack all the way up to fourth place, and Niggle pressurize him, and Firepower's had Firepower and Hawkeye together in these races have taken a big hit. Now Hawkeye's gone on to the mediums after his pit stop, after his pit stop, and that could be dangerous with Carlsberg coming with a 57. Last time around we're seeing 54s from the dry runners, and Hawkeye, he may be on the wrong tyre, and Sai, he's on 55s now with his mediums, but he's had a fair few pit stops. Less than 5 minutes to go in this race. Slowpoke still going faster. Oh no, someone's spinning. Oh, Brownie, he really was pushing, ladies and gentlemen. That was a super spin. I've had to go back. Brownie braking late. He thought it was drier than what it was, and then boom. Boom! Wow, that was a lot of pirouettes. Amazing stuff. Not for Brownie, but he's still ahead of the Hodge. No, there goes the Hodge. And that's Brownie, and Slowpoke, I'm sure now, is smiling from ear to ear. He's seen his delta change to from Brownie to Hodgie, and knows Brownie has come unstuck. And Niggle has got himself past Firepower, unfortunately. He's on the soft tyres. Not for Niggle, but Firepower was having a great race, a podium, and a fourth place would have been absolutely for Firepower if he could have secured that after this round, especially with his fight with Phaser. Remember, he's 1 point behind Phaser, and Phaser at the moment, fastest man on track. Oh no, Firepower making a small mistake. It's deadly out there. Don't think for 1 second it's safe for the dry runners. It's jeopardy in every corner. We're seeing people, they're getting, I think, a little overconfident, feeling it's drier than what it is, and then huge spin outs. Slowpoke cannot take anything as red. He can't take this win yet. He's got to keep it absolutely clean as a whistle all the way up to the flag. We're seeing a lot of casualties out there. Hodgie chasing him down. Unbelievable stuff. Brownie in third, trying to come back into this race. And when Carlsberg saying, put me on dirt or ice, I'm okay. Well, man, I think, I mean, I've got another round to do, I believe. But your next round is going to be on snow, I think. I'm looking forward to it. Slowpoke, I think I've got you for Bradzach jotted in for the next one. And then it's Canada. Slowpoke then, doing what he can to stay in the lead. He's doing 55 fours. Hodgie also 55 fours. Brownie is the danger. Brownie is the danger coming in for the attack on the Hodgemeister. Niggle's tyres are done. Oh no, Firepower struggling with grip though at the moment, and Phaser is the man chasing him down. He seems to be okay at the moment from Phaser. But remember, Firepower and Phaser are locked in that championship battle. Firepower with that podium last time around. Phaser having to make a pit stop mid-race, ending in 7th, I think it was, or something he was. So, yeah, Firepower getting a huge amount of points on Phaser at the moment, and he is ahead of Phaser. Niggle does go into the pits. Those tyres are good for no man. And Slowpoke on the mediums, closing in on Hawkeye. Hodgie in second. The times, 54. Oh, Hawkeye getting out the way of Slowpoke. Yeah, Slowpoke still faster than Hodgie at the moment. It's Brownie that Hodgie is more concerned about, and these podiums. Firepower is we've seen him have an off, and Phaser trying to close in, and Phaser doing some very handy lap times. He's the fastest man on the track. Niggle, after his pit stop, another set of softs. He's quite far away from Fazer into the last minute of the race. Carlsberg, he's not going to catch Nigel. Hawkeye into the pits because his inters are dead. And Sai, he may as well take another pit stop, no? Don't fancy another one, Sai? Make it 5. And so 40 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be the final lap for everyone. It looks like Sai's slowing down, but it's Slowpoke then, ladies and gentlemen, adding his name to the winning rostrum. I don't want to say it too early, but this is the final corner. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Slowpoke. And that is everyone in the top 5 of the championship has taken a win. Oh no, he's got to go round again. I apologise, I got a little excited. Hodgie then, second place. No, he might get across the line, actually. There still may be time yet for Hodgie. He may still have another lap to try and close it in. I don't think he has, though. No, Hodgie finishing in second. Brownie in third. Firepower then is going to get 4th. I don't think Fazer's going to catch him. So great stuff then. Firepower third. A third and a 4th. Hawkeye's crossed the line in 8th place. As we watch Firepower, great drive there. Fazer next to come around the hill. Nigel trying to close in. And is he going to catch Fazer out? Fazer's tyres are shot. Fazer's tyres are shot, and Nigel is coming in with great rapidity. But no, Fazer gets to the line in time, and Nigel finishes in 6th. Carlsberg coming home in 7th. And in the wet, Hawkeye, Carlsberg is an absolute animal. Hawkeye finished in 8th, Sai in 9th, unfortunately. Oh, Slowpoke's already finished. Oh, no. Bugger. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your little heads about it. I can sort this out. So there we go, Slowpoke. We're into the last 30 seconds. Oh no. Have I gone too far? Did he run out of time? Did he not even cross the line? Is it ran out of time while he was going round? We'll have a look. Yeah, because this is before. And then it was only 30 seconds, so I think he ran out. He didn't even get to cross the line as the winner. So we'll watch you, Slowpoke. Even if you didn't get to the line, my friend, I will watch you all the way. Yeah, it's 16 minutes, so I bet it's dead on 1 minute after the race finishes, which is that's why I like laps. I think laps are better. Time's okay. It's just Slowpoke didn't. I don't think he got to finish his race. I think it cut out at 31 minutes, 30 seconds left. Oh no, maybe he did cross the line. He's getting there, isn't he? Yeah, he must have got there. It just must have cut out as soon as he crossed the line. Yeah, he did. Hush my mouth, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. Slowpoke takes the win, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing stuff for Slowpoke. And that gets him onto the list, ladies and gents. He's on the list now. He has joined the list with the Mad Dog, Nigel, Hodgie, and the Brownie. Carlsberg saying, big thank you for all your comms. That's my pleasure, man. I enjoy it. Get a kick out of this. This is great stuff. Slowpoke, then, your winner. Amazing stuff. Take a boo, my son. Hodgie coming home in 2nd place. That's 2 great results for Hodgie on his attack of the Mad Dog. And Brownie, a podium. Brilliant stuff. Firepower in 4th. That's a 3rd and a 4th for Firepower today. And he's got to have walked away from Suzuka feeling buoyant. Absolutely buoyant. Fazer in 5th. His closest rival, so he beat him by both races. And Nigel so close to trying to take that position. Oh, there's Carlsberg still going around. Sorry, Carlsberg. Oh, yeah, I was watching you cross the line, and Slowpoke must have crossed the line already. Oh, that's what happened. Nigel, that was close. He was closed in, and he took the fastest lap at the end of the race there. So I think he gets a point for that. I'm not sure. I do think he gets a point for that, which really his finishing results is not what he would have probably wanted, especially without the Mad Dog here. Carlsberg, oh, man. It's good. 7th is good. I'd take 7th. Oh, he's got We Love thingamajig on his back. I'd take seventh because I'm useless. But Carlsberg, he was flying high, wasn't he? He was flying high. Last round on the dirt and here in the wet, you make it changeable and make it a bit skittish. And Carlsberg is the danger. So yeah, he'll be wanting just wet races from now on, all the way. Hawkeye in eighth. Oh, he was great in the wet as well. Another one. I think we found where his speciality lies. And Sai, it just went. I think he flinched. He put the medium tyres on. He had a big off, and he just thought, no way, and went back in and put inters on. Then he wanted another set of something. I don't know. He just had a lot of pit stops after that. He spiraled. But after his first showing in race one, I'm not taking anything away from him. It's just unlucky. It was an unlucky race. He had a little experiment, and we're all here for it. So good stuff, Si. But Slowpoke was the star of this race. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the organisers that get these races to us. It takes a village. And tables, I think, by Simon, and the tables I use. Phaser shares the replays. It's all a bit of everybody. I think Hodgie and Slowpoke do a lot of the admin for the room and hosting. So, yeah. It's a huge thank you to everyone involved. Huge a thank you to all the Pro Sim racers that show up to absolutely make me scream and shout. I love it. And a huge thank you to you guys who participate in the chat and watch it. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I really do. Thank you. That's all I've got to say. I might try and get another stream at some point tonight, but I don't know what it would be. It's probably be the Academy, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It's getting late. Take care of each other, guys. Thank you very much. Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love.